Let's go build some subways in Terminus, designed by my friend Earl Asperis and Tom Vogt, published by Inside Up Games, our friends up in Thunder Bay. Hi, Connor. And art by Edu Vallis. In this game, we are going to be building out a subway network that we want to, of course, have connected to some of the best and brightest industries all around the board. Now, I'm not going to fully set up this game because there is a lot of components, but I do want to show you what I have done. This is the retail version. And so I have produced a insert that you can print. This is up on my Thingiverse. And so this just allows you to store everything from the non-deluxe version up into the box here with all of the base retail inserts. The game is going to play over 3 years essentially, and that is going to be a timer that is set by a card that slides in and out of the corner of the board based off of your player count, which is really cool. On your turn, you're going to be going around this rondelle on the top of the board here to do actions in any one of these major hubs here. Those actions are pretty various. It is a heavy Euro, which I love for Inside Up. Generally, throughout the game, you're going to try and collect the resources you need in order to build the rail lines. The rail lines are these awesome little pieces here. They're going to go on the board here. And of course, there are, just like Ticket to Ride, there are spots where 2 people can go and spots where only 1 person can go. And there are these cool diagonal spots as well, so that you get a really cool looking aspect here. And then once you've actually managed to get some railroads out on the board, you're also going to want to get these buildings connected. However, these have to touch in a certain block here. So these hard roads block this. I can only put this up here, but it's not touching any of my stuff. So it's no good for me. I'm not getting any points. So the way I've set up my railroad right now is not the greatest. However, on the borders of each of these industry areas is a spot that has multiple different districts. So I can put this here. Now, this gives me an extra type of action to do when I go to this spot, which is going to be this red spot here. 2 different players can end up going here, which is really neat. And when this comes out, it also gets a demand token so that if you have managed to go to, let's see, Chipper's Row here, you can actually end up taking this on your turn to get bonus points later. That's going to go up in your player board. Your player board here is going to track the amount of rails you have. You only have a specific amount of space for your resources, so this gives it a lot of constraint for how you can build. It's actually such a tight game and so much math involved to actually get a railroad built, which might be a little bit too much cognitive overload for me, but I still like playing it. And then you can also, of course, get upgrades on your building. So you can start with a couple of upgrades that you can get and turn into there, and then so you can buy additional upgrades as well as a part of your actions. And like most Euros, there's a ton of different ways to get points, which is also pretty awesome. So there's going to be private objectives that you're trying to go for. There's going to be the clearly the routes that you've been building along the map. You're going to get points for how much demand you have managed to meet. You're going to get points for how much money you've got left over. Essentially, how well you have optimized your route building mechanic here. I love route building. I love the constraints of the resource management. Overall, this is a great game that I would definitely recommend you picking up. And definitely check out my insert for the insert as well. And we will see you next time.